The Invisible Digital City, 8th June 2020, Lerato, Honde. It has been a couple of weeks since the first cases of COVID-19 were announced in Malawi.
3 confirmed cases of coronavirus disease in this country.
And I have taken it upon myself to stay at home.
There are 3 cases.
Being online has made it easier to connect with my colleagues and friends. I passively scroll through my Facebook newsfeed and see a screenshot my friend shared of a lecture taking place on Zoom. I immediately recognize some old classmates. I see an advert. Here are 450 Ivy League courses you can take online right now for free. I attended my first online concert last Friday. I got to watch some of my favorite artists perform from the comfort of my own home. The internet is truly a world of its own. The abundance of information and the ability to connect with anyone behind a device opens up a whirlwind of opportunities many can only dream of. It is not long before I get a message from my service provider notifying me that I have almost depleted my data bundle. After I top up, I get another message from my service provider telling me to remember to observe social distancing and to wash your hands regularly. On average, Malawians use more than $12, about 8,760 Malawi kwacha a month on mobile phones, the primary means of accessing the internet. That is about a third of the minimum wage salary. In the presence of globalization, my device is like a passport. It affords me the privilege of traveling the world through the lens of the people I connect with. I am a dual citizen of the digital city and my inherent tangible city, Lilongwe. According to the Media Institute of Southern Africa, MISA, only 14% of Malawians have access to the internet. Only 14% of Malawians are occupants of the digital city. A greater percentage of people in more developed countries have access to the digital city. This means a greater percentage of people in developed countries are afforded the opportunity to work and learn online in the event of a lockdown. The presence of the digital city means an institution no longer has to be confined to the bounds of a building. I continue scrolling through my Facebook newsfeed, where I see a link to an article from a local media house. Returnees protest against COVID-19 at Mwanza border. One jumps fence. I am quickly drawn to a comment by another user. Why not just turn Mwanza Secondary School into a quarantine center? Why not just turn a building which is so critical to the livelihood of students at Mwanza Secondary School into a quarantine center for people entering the country to ease the spread of COVID-19? I thought to myself. Even though this would be a temporary measure whilst most schools are closed, this could quite easily create long-term challenges for youth in the area. The building that is Mwanza Secondary School is an institution. Like other school buildings in the country, it is a place where children have access to free meals and can escape the burden of violence, child labor, early pregnancies, and child marriages. In countries where the internet is more accessible, buildings can be designed with the intent of adaptability. Buildings can be designed to accommodate several functions at the same time, for example, where working and living spaces can coexist. In a country where access to the internet is exclusive, a lockdown entails the closure of institutions such as schools. This could birth long-term socioeconomic repercussions which could be difficult to salvage.